I was washing my hair one day, and all of a sudden I realized that I couldn't move this hand. I couldn't make it move. So I'm doing this, but this hand wouldn't move. So I'm thinking, what's this about, you know? So I went and talked to the doctor, and at first he kind of like poo-pooed me, you know, like, I don't see anything, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, well, look, I can't move my fingers and whatever. So he says, well, maybe you've got a bit of carpal tunnel. So he says, I'll send you to see a neurologist. It takes about 6 months or 7 months to do these tests, or 8 months even. And I had like a MRI of the head and some other stuff to do with brain waves and things like this. It was November the 10th, I'll never forget, 2010. And I go in and he says, well, I think you've got a bit of Parkinson's. I was in such shock, like I didn't even know what to say or what to ask or anything. And so the only thing I could get out was, well, aren't I young for that? Because I was 59 at that point. I said, aren't I young for that? And he says, yeah, a little bit. Some of the symptoms I had was depression, really major depression, even more so than this hand thing. That's what brought it to my attention, but I'd been having this depression for a long time. I think one of the best things about that program was being with other people who had the same issue. There was 8 of us, I think, in that group. And there was people at all different kind of levels too. There was, you know, some people that had walkers and were, you know, more advanced, and then there was people like me who were almost at this, you know, I was probably one of the less advanced of the people, me and there was another fella who was same age as me, and both of us were kind of on the same level of being able to do most things, you know. But it was good to meet those people and talk to them and hear what they've, you know, what experiences they went through, and it makes you feel not so alone, you know. In the Parkinson's rehabilitation program, the staff was absolutely wonderful. I mean, they were so helpful, so kind, so nice. They tried their very best to help them, even if it was something that, you know, wasn't on their list of things, right? They would find it out, or like that nurse even went to a pharmacist and she went way out of her way to help me. And so I really want to commend that program for the staff that they have and how they treat people there, and how well they get us to respond. They never let us sit around and get away with anything either, like lazy, like they made sure everybody did what they were supposed to be doing. And that was, I think that's a key factor too, is they pushed us. They didn't just let people lag around or sit around doing nothing. We were always doing something on to the next step. But by the end of it, I increased my results by more than 50% on every area that to within a normal range of a normal person who didn't have Parkinson's. So that's how much it helped me in the movement and all the other areas.
On May 18th, this past year, I suffered a hemorrhage stroke. I had no warning signs. It just happened early in the morning, around 9 a.m. I was very dizzy, a bad headache, and it felt like a bang that just woke me up. When I got out of the bed, I swerved a little bit each way. I made it downstairs. I had a glass of water. I sat on the couch. I tried to go back to bed, and then my head was just ringing, and we went to the hospital. After 2 CAT scans, they found out it was a hemorrhage stroke. I was having a hemorrhagic stroke. What it really affected me was my coordination, a little bit of balance, speech, writing, reading, and I couldn't get words out. When I entered the hospital, Hotel Dieu Shaver, they showed like tremendous care from top to bottom, all the nurses, the therapists, the speech therapists, they always answered my questions, always helped me, always taught me things that could be better, right? I move really well. I have more confidence in myself. With speech, I got words out. I can get words out now. I'm reading better. I couldn't even write when I got into the hospital, and I'm writing perfect now. You know, so they've helped me in a lot of areas where I couldn't. Before I had this, you know, when I had the stroke, I thought, you know, some of the stuff I would never get back. You know what I mean? I'm very lucky. You know, this could have been a lot worse, and then I feel good. You know, like I feel really good. From top to bottom, from the nurses, all the staff, like the support staff, the therapists, physiotherapists, they've done a great job, and you know, I wouldn't be here without them. You know, I'm very excited just to move on in life, and like personally, like I hope in life I never have a stroke again. But if things happen, I know that I'm in great hands with Hotel Dieu Shaver.